Good, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Two Terrences and One Mic, where father son connected beyond bars. I'm your host, Terrence Sinkler Jr., and this episode is about the stories before the sentence, who my father was before the cell, what shaped him, who raised him, what broke him, and what decisions locked him down. This is a story about environment, survival, and lessons passed on through the pain and time. So, Pops, my first question for you, this episode, we going into, your youth, early childhood, teenage years, et cetera, et cetera. My first question for you, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Rochester, New York, on the northeast side of Rochester. I grew up in Hanover Project, um, Joseph Avenue, Clinton Avenue, Hudson Avenue, Portland area.
Okay. Can you paint a picture of what your childhood was like growing up? What do you remember the most?
What I remember the most about growing up was growing up in a single parent home. My father was in and out of my life, well, in and out of me and my sister's life. My mother was working, and her pet peeve was education. She put us through Catholic school, and I kind of rebelled because I felt sheltered at times, and so-called wanted to get out in the streets and hang out with my friends. Not get out in the streets, but hang out with my friends. And she wasn't having it, and she had a plan for me, and that was to get an education and be somebody. That's mainly it.
Who was the person that raised you or looked out for you the most as a kid?
Um, my mom raised me, and she always tried to keep me into after school programs, and I made a lot of friends from different high schools throughout Rochester, and with some of them I'm still friends with, and they kind of helped shape me because I went to this program called Project Upward Bound, where we spent 6 weeks on the University of Rochester to prepare me to go to college, and I liked it, and it helped me out a lot. But I never went to college, so what good did that do? Because everything my mom prepared me for, she was to go to college and to get an education to be successful in life. But I went through a rebellious stage, and I just needed a male figure in my life that to give me direction. Yeah,
Or was
because
there ever a
I
moment
had
like you ever had to feel like you grow up too fast or anything?
um not too fast. It's just I was getting into stuff that I didn't really understand growing up. You know,
Touch on that.
we see movies. Yeah, we see movies and stuff like that, and how certain life events is portrayed, and until you get into it, it's not what it's portrayed to be. Everybody wanted to be fly. Everybody wanted the girls. Everybody just, was being something that they really wasn't. And when it came to me, um, I was just trying to figure it out, and in this world. That's all. I had to learn the hard way, but I was trying to figure it out.
Understood. Looking back, do you think your environment shaped you?
Oh yes, it definitely shaped me. Both environments shaped me. Um, but when my mother put me into certain after school programs, educational wise, that shaped me to be a thinker and being hanging out in the streets and that also shaped me. But I had to say it's best of both worlds, but I learned from both worlds and how to try to apply certain life lessons and shit. You know.
Yeah. What kind of teenager was you? Was you trying to stay out the way? Was you drawn to shit early on? What?
Oh, I was quiet.
You was
I was
quiet?
I was yeah, I was a quiet teenager. I had friends and stuff. Like yeah, I had friends and mainly all my friends was like either from school or from a lady that was like my second mother. I grew up with her children, so they taught me a lot about the streets and stuff. I was just like I was laid back. I watched everything. Never initiated nothing. I just watched it. And shit. I kind of knew how to maneuver. You know,
Yeah.
I knew what I liked and what I didn't like in life. You
Understood.
know,
Speaking
I
of
was
that,
around.
what was your dream goal? Like what you had what was your plan as a kid? Like what did you want to be in life?
Ooh, good question. Um, I wanted to travel, and yeah, I wanted to travel and see the world basically. I always was fascinated with yeah, I was always fascinated how to say this. That's a crazy question, right?
What did you want to be
I
as a
was
kid growing up? What was your first, as far as early as you can remember? What was your first thought that you wanted to be as a kid? What career field did you want to get into?
um I wanted to play sports. I wanted to play. My father introduced me to football. I was always in. I liked the sport. Yeah.
What was your favorite teams growing
And
up?
football, San Francisco 49ers, Pittsburgh Steelers, Miami Dolphins. Um, basketball was always the Lakers and the 76ers.
Lakers and
But they
76ers.
76ers, yeah, 76ers had Julius Erving. And I came up in the era with Magic and Bird, the beginning stages. I watched them in college, and then the following year they came into the NBA and took it over. I watched I watched the evolution of basketball back in the day, from Magic and Bird, Dr. J when he won his championship, and Jordan, Kobe, Shaq, Iverson. You know,
Yeah.
I've seen it how it transformed.
To what it is today.
Yeah,
Okay. And,
I like it. Yeah, I'm still a Laker fan.
understood.
I'm still a 40.
Who did you look up to? Like who was your influences?
I look up to my mama. My mother was my strongest influence because certain life lessons she they still resonate with me today, and how I try to teach my kids certain life lessons. So I would say it's her. strong influence on me because she, in my eyes growing up, she's the one that family member always had their shit together. Then as far as male figures in my family, it'd be my Uncle Ed because he owned the bar, and I always used to be when I was hanging out in the streets. I used to go sit up in the bar with him, and he would just talk to me about life and trying to encourage me to be better. And Lulu, Lulu, I just liked her style. She's a cool aunt and shit. She never, you know, she's never gonna let me get in trouble, but she's just gonna teach me.
Yeah.
She always encouraged me. I was about to say, cousin Sam, he was the one male in my family that always just cool. He had Cadillacs and shit, women galore. That's what could get my ass in trouble following behind him and his multiple women. I got my bad habits with women when it comes to my cousin Sam.
Man, it be like that, man. It's one thing that those four implemented in your life that you take today.
um, Lulu taught me how to believe in myself and anything's possible because watching her grow up, she graduated from high school early. She got a degree from college and became a licensed X-ray technician. And her love for me was unconditional. And that's what I love the most and miss about her. And I truly miss her presence in my life because she was always somebody that I can go talk to about life. And she showed me both sides of when I had a problem, the pros and the cons. And she always stuck by me growing up. It was like the big sister I never had when it comes to music. Cousin Sam, he was the big brother that I never had, and he taught me how to dress and be fly at it. So, and I always admired him because he showed me he showed me belief in me, and he always was there for me. He was like a sounding board when I was going through trials and tribulations in life, and he stuck by me, and just like he taught me through how he messed up in life, and I repaid him when he went through his trials and tribulations, and he I think he a better man now because he appreciate life now because he just how to say it. He learned from his mistakes and became a better man, and that's what I take from him growing up. Even now that I'm older and shit, he basically taught me you can fuck up and recover and come back and be a better person. That's what I learned from him. When comes to Uncle Ed, he showed me how hard work pays off when you put the effort into it. Because when his bar, he put everything into his bar, and he he taught me basically how a businessman supposed to carry himself, and he believed in, and he looked out for his family. And he could have ran me off from the bar and stuff, and but he didn't. He just sat down there and talked to me just about life and how he grew up, you know. And I appreciate that coming from my uncle, great uncle. Oh, my mom. My mom's my hero. I've seen her go through a lot in life and still persevere. And she taught me how to keep family together. And she never wanted her children to separate. She always taught me, no matter what, keep everybody together. And no one's perfect. And she she showed me by example when a person say when you fail and a person say you can't do this or you can't do that, prove them wrong because there's nothing you can't do in this world. And I admire her for that because she showed me many things that has stuck with me through life. And I try to teach my children how to become better people, even when they mess up. Show them belief. Because when I went to prison the first time, I did a lot of stupid shit. When I came home, I came home to open arms with her. Then that's when I realized just how much she loved me, and she showed me she forgave me a lot of things that I did wrong. I can never repay her for the things she gave me, taught me, the unconditional love that she showed me, and she truly loved me. I remember when she, on her deathbed, I told her that she was my hero, and me and her good with each other. Because when you see your mom passing away, that's an unforgettable sight that I wish upon no man. And one thing that stood out on her deathbed, I remember when I came into the hospital room and my grandmother was there, and I forgot who was all there. Aunt Lulu was there, and I think Tracy was there, and she as soon as my mom heard my voice, she was like, she was medicated, but it's like it's an undescribable feeling. You know how when you can tell a person is waiting on you to come, and her eyes just like flickered, like I could tell that she carried that she, and she I had a deep conversation with her, and I let her know that I loved her deeply, and I know she was going to a better place, and I just held her hand on her deathbed, and I hated being there shackled up because I wanted to give her a hug, and I couldn't give her a hug being shackled up, and I remember grandmother just sitting in the chair next to the bed, and she just rocking like she in peace, and she seen her daughter going through what she was going through, and she just this was love being sent throughout that room. Like I said, I wish no man had to see or feel that type of situation. You know, we need to appreciate what we have when we have it, and when you know to do better, it ain't hard. Put your pride away. Sometimes we take people through unnecessary problems growing up because we as children feel like we know every damn thing, and we don't. All our parents be trying to do is make a better life for us. We need to take heed to that and appreciate it and love them unconditionally while they're here. You know, there's a saying, love ain't just a word, it's how you show up by your actions. And I ended with that.
Respect. Now we about to transition to teenage years. Or we already really transitioned into that. What type of teenager was you? You said you was into sports. Did you like music? What type of
Yep.
music you listen to?
Um, when I was a teenager, I had friends that they played in live bands. So my musical influence was live bands. I like anybody or any group that plays live bands. It's just something different. And like Earth, Wind and Fire, Lakeside. I learned about a lot of music from my cousin Sam because he used to play. We basically grew up on Willie Hutch, Parliament, uh, you know, I just like live music, cameo. Um, I like, but it made me appreciate all different genres of music. So when I was younger, I grew up on funk music, and now I appreciate all types of music. I like rappers like Jay Z because Jay Z played with a live band, and his music is different, you know. And I like conscious rappers like Common and that's just that type of music.
So in school, what kind of grades did you get? Was you a good student? Was you in between?
I was a good student when I applied myself, and I was a bad student when I didn't apply myself.
That sound about right. That sound like every student.
You know, but when I did bad, that's where I learned that quote from my mother because I never prepared. I think I was in sixth grade. I was in the Catholic school, and the secretary for the school, Catholic school I went to, she told my mother. She called my mother and told her, say, I think this this school is too hard for your son. And my mother took offense to that, and my mother sat down and talked to me. It was just one semester that I got bad grades, and then my mother told me, said, "Yo, this woman think you you don't belong." And I was like, I'm just listening to my mother. I understood what she was saying. Then she said, "Yo, you go this semester, you're gonna apply yourself." And she made some type of promise to buy me something. Whatever it was, it woke me up. That next semester, I got A's and B's. So
Yo,
all I
Granny got me
know,
with the same thing one time. Literally got me with the same thing. And it's not more so that we wasn't capable of doing it. It's more so we wasn't applying ourselves. And when she said that, yeah, it triggered me to yeah, go ahead and go to school, get them grades right.
yeah. No, it was just when you go to Catholic school, um, dressed in blue all day. So when I'm coming home, the hood, look at that Uncle Tom and shit. He think he
Yeah,
white. He an Oreo type shit. I'm like, oh Lord. And shit. So that played on my psyche back in the day. But little did I know, motherfucker. You know, in the end, it prepared me to be a thinker, and by me being more aware of where I'm at, getting that education, I appreciated it because we all got to be challenged to do better, you know. And I knew when I got them A's and B's, I knew I could do better, you know. And,
yeah. So did
that's
you ever
basically
finish
it.
school, or did you want to go back, or?
No, I dropped out in the 12th grade, but when I went to prison, I um, I ended up getting my GED.
Okay.
I'm mad that I didn't get it. Yeah, I'm mad that I didn't get it when I had an opportunity to get it. I never forget me and my cousin Greg was sitting on my porch graduation night, and we was like crying because we didn't finish, you know, in the school. That bothered us. It is what it is. There's a reason for everything. I
Understood.
learned my lesson.
Who were some of your
That's why I
influences
started.
growing up at that time? Like, who influenced you? What type of people you have around you that influence you?
Oh man, that's a pro and con question there. Um, I had a teacher in the Catholic school named Mrs. Strong. She influenced me. She was like the only teacher that I knew that always encouraged me. She was Italian, and she encouraged me, you know, to study. She would have me like at sometime at lunchtime or when um, when we had not all like class might be down for a little while. She'd have me come into the class and teach the other kids um, how to, you know, to read or math or whatever. And she took pride in that, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, she really took pride in that. But I never forget her. She, as far as education wise, she's the one that has done. And I appreciate that to the day. I regret when she passed away years later. Her daughter, like, they called my mother and told me that she passed away and wanted me to come to the funeral. And I didn't even go. I was just being a knucklehead, you know. And I regret that, you know.
yeah,
I learned to show appreciation for people who helped you make it make it on my journey, you know.
yeah. So, growing up in the '80s in Rochester, New York, what was it like for a black man, black teenager?
Um, in the '80s, the old heads tried to teach us, and they was more business minded. The old heads in the street, and even in education, they wanted us to get an education because we didn't understand what they had to go through coming up in their time, you know. And yeah, the old heads they just they was I ain't gonna say different, they just better. They know what we needed to become better, and some of us took heed to it, and some of us did. Bottom line, you know. And I appreciate the old heads trying to teach us how to become better, you know,
Yeah,
and just become somebody, not just to be on the street because they know what it is for how the streets were compared to then and now. You know? That's why I try to get back to young people when I see them messing up. You know, they taught us don't give up on the ones who is messing up. You feel me? That's why when earlier when you had that little situation with that little young boy, I told you not to give up on him. That's where that comes from. You know.
What was the feeling the first time you did something, or as far as trouble wise, the first time you got in trouble, was it a teenage, adult?
Uh, when did I get in trouble? Um, I think the first time I did something stupid was going out of Rondequoit Mall stealing bicycles.
Still a
Because
bite.
I wanted a bike. Yeah, I wanted a bicycle. I mean, white kids had the nice bikes, and we knew where the hood knew where to go to get them. but but once I did it, my mom's ended up buying me a 10 speed. So that was a dumb move on my behalf. You
Uh,
know,
yeah. What was going through your mind at that time, if you could recall?
I wanted to. Growing up back then, it was just when you had a single parent, mother working all the time, and you wanted nice clothes to go to school. You wanted to fight. Um, I just wanted nice things. And growing up, they just yeah, I just wanted nice things. That's it.
I understand. Did you understand what consequences was back then, or did you feel like it was what it was?
No, I understood what consequences was. I got enough ass whooping. You know, it's just how to say it. My mom gave me everything, basically what I wanted in life. Growing up young, she worked extra hard, so she basically gave me everything. It just a person has to know choose their friends carefully. So like that. I remember, yeah, I remember my friends when I went to Catholic school. Then I remember my friends were in the hood, you know, and we just I'm still friends with some of them, and some of them times just pass by that I haven't seen them, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, what age would you say you transitioned to, like, forget school? Did you work? Was you in the streets? What was you doing?
when I was growing up, I worked.
Okay. What was you
Yeah,
working at?
I was working at this church, um, but yeah, it was a part-time job after school from like 3 to 7. So I always worked because I had to buy my own clothes.
Yeah. So, what age did you transition from school to work?
15, 16.
15, 16. So you dropped out at 16?
Nah, I did around 17, 18.
Okay.
I went to school, and then after school, I went to work. You
Understood.
know, I always wanted a job, so that was my job. And that's how I met my friend, one of my best friends. We both worked at the same after school spot, and we just we was young. Every Friday, I mean, when we get paid, we would get us some beer and drink, smoke weed. That was the extent of our partying and shit.
Was there a moment in the life that you felt like life shifted a different direction?
Mm. Life shifted. Life shifted in a different direction for me when uh yeah, life shifted for me when mm, I can't I can't recall. I can't recall. I'm trying to remember, but
Was
there
there a
there
moment in life where you was just like, shit, real? What age? What moment? What was that moment?
when my mother just like she wanted me to. I thought I was grown, and she was telling me I ain't grown, and I was telling her, "Yo, listen, I want to do what I want to do." She's like, "You don't pay the cost of being be the boss in my house. If you don't like it, you can get out." She showed me the door, but what was crazy about that is that when I thought I was grown, she still was covering for me. Like, remember I told you I had another woman that was like my second mother. I never forget it. My mother gave her $100. So the woman stayed right down the street from us, and she pulled me in the bedroom, and she told me, she said, "Yo, listen," she said, "I know what your fucking problem is." She said, "But you know how much your mama love you?" And I'm like, "Nope." I said, "She kicked me out." She went in the press and pulled out $100 and said, so she said, "Your mama gave me $100, so she said if you needed a place to stay, to let you sleep on our couch. If I was hungry, take it out that $100, give her the lady always cook." So she's like, "Yo, if you need a plate of food, here," and shit. You know, my mama paid. My mom was looking out for me when I ain't even know she was looking out for me. That was deep in a way that I was like, I'm out here fucking up, and this woman loved me enough to cover my ass when I'm thinking I'm, grown and shit. That taught me about, yeah, that just taught me how to appreciate what you got.
Yeah.
you know, that's all.
All right, now we about to switch it up. Let's talk about what actually landed you in jail. What was your charges?
I was charged with attempt murder, assault first, two first degree robbery, and a kidnapping.
So, on the date that alleged happened, do you think about that day often, or do you not try to replay it?
Well, nothing to replay. I know the truth, and I know when the police, I know the police lied. The individual who accused me lied. So
Okay.
I know they lied because it's something I didn't do. Bottom line,
What was going through your head at the time when you got sentenced?
my children.
What was you thinking
I
about?
oh Lord, I remember when I came back from getting sentenced wasn't nothing. I mean, it affected me, but it didn't. It hadn't hit me yet. So when I went back to my pit and Remember the CEO was asking me, "Are you all right mentally? You don't want to commit suicide?" None of that. I said, "Hell no, I ain't doing no shit like that." Then I called my girl at the time, and I told her what they gave me, the time they gave me, and kind of like broke down a little, and she snapped me back out of it. She was like, "Niggas, get your shit together. The niggas gonna think you soft and shit, you know." And she was like, "You coming back home and shit." Had to snap me out of it and shit, cause I was like, I'm in here, I'm in prison for something I didn't do, you know, and I get all this motherfucking time and shit, you know, over a lie and shit, you know. That's it.
Was there anybody in the courtroom with you? Who supported you in the court during that time?
There wasn't nobody in that motherfucker. No family, no nothing.
Damn.
Had to handle, had to handle that shit. Yeah, I just had to handle that shit. It fucked me up, but I look at it like this. A lot of people that love me, they couldn't handle it. I
Yeah.
know that, you know. They didn't want to see me. They just couldn't handle it.
I ain't want to see you in that situation.
Yeah,
Okay.
I ain't mad at them. I know who love me and I know who don't love me. Feel like that. I
Understood.
learned who was my I learned who was my friend and I know who wasn't my friend. Bottom line.
Understood. Do you remember the first day you got locked up? The sounds, the feeling, the smell. How was you feeling?
That was a crazy day. Yeah, that was a crazy day. I remember them pulling the guns out on my girl and her screaming and calling my name. And I was more concerned about her because she just kept calling my name and I didn't. It was just a feeling that came over me. It's like, damn, what they doing to her. And I never forget, I turned to the police. They telling me don't move, but I ain't give a fuck. I just told them, listen, let me talk to her. And I was trying to calm her down because she was like hysterical and shit. And she she was just hollering my name. That's a sound you will never forget. You know, never, 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 never. That's how I felt that day.
Did you get in trouble early inside or did you lay low?
I was ain't nobody messing with me when I went inside.
So what was the moment, or was there a moment that you accepted this is my damn, this is my reality?
No, I've never accepted this as my reality. I told you what your grandmother said to me when they when a person say you can't do something, you gotta prove that you can. So my strong feeling is I had to prove my innocence. And the only way to prove my innocence is to keep fighting, no matter what's been said or done out there. You know, I know the truth, you know. So
Yeah,
this can never be my reality, you
understood.
know. No matter no matter if people don't believe that I'm gonna come back. Yeah, I don't care what other people think. I'm I'm not a quitter. So if you're gonna love me, and ride with me. Gonna hate, keep on hating. Because I love to prove motherfucker wrong in the end. Okay.
Understood. If you could speak to 17-year-old Terry right now, what would you say to yourself?
Take my ass to the Marine Corps
Why is that?
because I caught a stupid possession of stolen property charge, and I didn't have my GED at the time. That's the only reason why I never went to the Marine. I could have been in the Marines if I'd have had my GED because the recruiter could have stepped in and say we're gonna take responsibility of him, and I would have been in the service, and my life journey probably would have been different.
What would you change if you had one chance? Not to erase time, but the path.
What would I change?
Yes.
Hmm, that's a good question. I would, it's about my kids. I wish I could have been there to raise all of y'all and not miss the time that I missed. Yeah, my kids is the most important thing to me,
What regrets hit
and
you
I
the
wish they.
hardest when you think about the people you hurt?
I heard I heard I heard some people that believed in me, and I heard my kids because I know y'all needed me. Hey,
What's the biggest misconception people have about men doing time?
that they heartless, they don't care, they not human beings. I seen I'll be more specific. The Tom Stock Correctional facility was being closed down, and the COs was fighting to keep it open. And I seen the venom in the correction officers calling us scums of the earth, and we basically telling them we don't have rights and shit, and stop being soft on crime and all that. And that bothered me a lot. Like their their lives matter more than ours, because when you look at it, at the end of the day, we got family and children too. You got a lot of smart individuals in prison, whether they white, Hispanic, black, Chinese, um, um, foreigners or whatever, Mexicans or whatever. I that's what bothers me. It's like they're like we inhuman, and they don't care. I think society is built more on keeping us in prison than letting us out, because you have a lot of people done time and they deserve to go home and shit. You know, the system is designed to keep us in, not let us go. Bottom line. So
Yeah. What's something that you proud of today? Even behind bars, what are you proud of?
I'm proud of my kids and grandchildren. That's what I'm proud of.
What makes you proud of them, of us?
I see three unique individuals who have my DNA, and I see each one of them a part of me, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And when I have conversations with y'all, I get help. Yeah, I get to help mentor y'all. Yeah, get to help mentor y'all to become better people. learn from your mistakes, become better parents, stop being hard-headed at times or stubborn. I enjoy it. It's helping, how to say it, yeah, it's help making y'all better versions of yourself. That's all.
What's something you still struggle with after all this time?
Being in prison, it bothers me greatly because I feel like this is a wasted 29 years that could have been more positive in many different ways. And it's just hard. It, it's just hard. Yeah, it's hard, and there's no way to co- correct it. There is, but it's through the legal system. But it's just hard. It's just like I I want my freedom and shit, and I watch other individuals in here don't appreciate their freedom. And the ones who do appreciate their freedom, they got an asshole full of time. And you can see it in their face. They want to be home. Freedom changes, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know? Freedom changes, motherfucker. You know? I don't know, there's a song by the rapper Common. It's called A Song for Asada. I want you to listen to it if you ever, in your downtime. Just listen to it, then you'll understand it. You'll understand a prisoner's plight, you know?
Yeah. All right. So, what do you want me as your son to learn from life? Not just mistakes, but the mindset.
I want you to be successful. I want all my kids to be successful. I want you to teach your kids how to be leaders, not followers. I want you to be with your kids and enjoy their presence. Be present for them. I want you to grow old and know you've done everything you can to make your children's life better. I want you to grow old and find you a woman that compliments you and make you better. I want you to grow old and be able to take care of your family and have no regrets. I want you to grow old and help somebody that when you see a person need help them whether you want to do it or not. Just help them. I want you to grow old and know that you gave life all that you can give it.
What's the biggest misconception people have about men doing time?
That they heartless, they don't care, they not human beings. I seen I'll be more specific. When Tom Stock Correctional Facility was being closed down and the COs was fighting to keep it open, and I seen the venom in the correction officers calling us scums of the earth, and we basically telling them we don't have rights and shit, and stop being soft on crime and all that, and that bothered me a lot. Like their lives matter more than ours, because when you look at it, at the end of the day, we got family and children too. you got a lot of smart individuals in prison, whether they white, Hispanic, black, Chinese, um, um, foreigners or whatever, Mexicans or whatever. I that's what bothers me. It's like they're like we inhuman and they don't care. I think society is built more on keeping us in prison than letting us out because you have a lot of people done time and they deserve to go home and shit. You know, the system is designed to keep us in, not let us go. Bottom line. So
Yeah. What's something that you proud of today? Even behind bars, what are you proud of?
I'm proud of my kids and grandchildren. That's what I'm proud of.
What makes you proud of them, of us?
I see three unique individuals who have my DNA, and I see each one of them a part of me, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And when I have conversations with y'all, I get help. Yeah, I get to help mentor y'all. Yeah, get to help mentor y'all to become better people, learn from y'all mistakes, become better parents, stop being hard headed at times or stubborn. I do it. It's helping. How to say it? Yeah, it's help making y'all better versions of yourself. That's all.
What's something you still struggle with after all this time?
Being in prison, it bothers me greatly because I feel like this is a wasted 29 years that could have been more positive in many different ways. And it's just hard. It, it's just hard. Yeah, it's hard, and there's no way to co- correct it. There is, but it's through the legal system. But it's just hard. It's just like I I want my freedom and shit, and I watch other individuals in here don't appreciate their freedom, and the ones who do appreciate their freedom, they got an asshole full of time, and you can see it in their face. They want to be home. Freedom changes, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, freedom changes, motherfucker. You know, I don't know. There's a song by the rapper Common. It's called "A Song for Asada." I want you to listen to it if you ever, in your downtime. Just listen to it, then you'll understand it. You'll understand a prisoner's plight. You know.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you want me as your son to learn from life? Not just mistakes, but the mindset.
I want you to be successful. I want all my kids to be successful. I want you to teach your kids how to be leaders, not followers. I want you to be with your kids and enjoy their presence. Be present for them. I want you to grow old and know you didn't You've done everything you can to make your children's life better. I want you to grow old and find you a woman that compliments you and make you better. I want you to grow old and be able to take care of your family and have no regrets. I want you to grow old and help somebody that when you see a person need help them whether you want to do it or not. Just help them. I want you to grow old and know that you gave life all that you can give it. That's it.
All right. And what does legacy mean to you? What do you want to leave behind when people hear your name?
You ask me what legacy is. I'm gonna quote something from Masada Shakur, something I heard on the song. It goes like this: freedom. You're asking me about freedom. You're asking me about freedom. I'll be honest with you. I know more. So I know a whole lot more about what freedom isn't than about what it is because I've never been free. I can only share my vision with you of the future about what freedom is. The way I see it, freedom is the right to grow, the right to blossom. Freedom is the right to be yourself, to be who you are, be who you want to be, to do what you want to do. That's what legacy means to me. Having freedom. I want my family to be free. Whatever they want to do. I want my family to be to love one another. I want my family to be proud of their last name. I want my family to want more out of life than the people who brought them into this world and showed them how to be who they need to be. But at the end of the day, what you're teaching is the legacy they're going to carry on for the rest of their life.